It's Smack the Guru. This is my review on Snowfall Season 6, Episode 7. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click that like button, and check out the other content. Now, I had to watch this episode twice because it wasn't a lot of action in this episode. And that's why y'all getting it this morning instead of right after the episode ended last night, because I watched it again. Because typically when they don't have a lot of action in episodes, you got to pay attention to the small details. And there was some things that happened in this episode that we're going to get into that going to really play a role in the last 3 episodes, I believe. And I still do think Peaches will show up. It's on IMDb. He's going to show up. But he didn't show up for the funeral. Only Dion did. And the funeral wasn't wild. You know, it was just everybody was mourning over Uncle Jerome, which is understandable. We got to see Sissy reaction to the situation. We got to see Leon, Aunt Louie. She was up and down this whole episode. Times she wanted war, times she didn't, right? She was going back and forth. Because when Leon first dropped her off, she was like, okay, we done. Ain't no more warring. And then Sissy came, she felt a different way. Then when she talked to Teddy, she had a different feeling. Right? Then at the end, when she's talking to Franklin and calling him the devil, she's feeling different. So her emotions was going up and down this entire episode. And one of the key things that I took away from this episode is Teddy don't trust Aunt Louie no more at all. And she better watch out. Because after the conversation that her and Teddy had, best believe he don't think she's on his side. It's no way. And you could just see it in his eyes, like the way he was looking as she was walking off, like, okay, something didn't happen where she didn't changed. She ain't on my side no more, you know. So she better watch out for Teddy. Now, another thing that I know many people did not catch on first watch, some of y'all might have, but I think they gonna have a big problem in them projects, man. Wanda is trying to lead a project with the smartest person in the room. I might do a whole nother separate video on Wanda. Because the way she thinking right now, I know Wanda was messed up for a while, but hey, she's reformed. And she got her head on her shoulders. She's thinking. She the only one thinking. Alright, about leaving the project. Smart idea. Because a lot of people didn't catch it. But when Franklin and Leon was walking out the projects, they were getting mugged by people. Like, people were looking at them like, you know how you get that look? Shout out to Bernie Mac, the king of comedy. You know what I'm saying? When he looked Buddy up and down. You know what I'm saying? It was people looking at them like that when they was walking out. Go back and watch that scene. After Franklin asked Leon for the money and they start walking out. Watch how people was looking at them. And I don't know if they looking at them because Franklin is with Leon, or they just looking at Leon like that. Either way, it ain't good. Alright. And I think that's gonna play a role where the projects is gonna turn and end up turning on either Leon or Franklin when Franklin come back to get the money. Now, there was a more subtle thing that happened throughout the episode, but you had some obvious stuff too. Of course, Teddy is getting it from all angles now because Jules, his baby mama, comes into play, and she's like, yo, you gonna get our son hurt, which I feel her on that. I mean, you already got your daddy knocked off. You could get your son hurt too. So she comes like, yo, you gotta stop. Give Franklin his money back. And Teddy, stubborn. You know, maybe he can't get the money back, or maybe he's just stubborn. That's what I really think it is. And then Parissa drops a bomb on him. Like, yo, I'm here for the money. You need something to keep me here. I'm like, oh, God. He dealing with a gold digger. He need to drop her off somewhere. Like, wrong one for you to be in love with. And I get it. She cute. And, you know, he probably hitting that thing raw. And see, when dudes say them condoms, sometimes they get a little lost in the sauce. All right. But a chick shouldn't be able to say nothing like that to you and you keep her around. Because you know what she around for. You know what I'm saying? And she told you. Salute to her for being honest. But she let him know straight up. Like, yo, you gonna need something to keep me. You hear me? I need to be entertained. That's what she said. So Teddy can't even trust the people he got around him, let alone everybody he's beefing with. On top of the fact, I don't think the CIA got his back like he think they do. And we know Gustavo will sell him out to the highest bidder. Gustavo don't care who coming to get Teddy. He like, all right, just make sure you kill him. Just don't leave him alive because he gonna come back and get me. Gustavo don't care. We see Ruben pop up. They have a conversation. Ruben like, I give you 2 days. We see Gustavo. He talk with Franklin. Like, hey, whatever you need, I'll put him anywhere you want to put him. Just make sure you knock him off. We see him talking to the DEA. Like, Gustavo is, he'll take anybody. Like, he just trying to get out this situation, save his family. He don't care. So Teddy definitely can't trust him, and I hope he knows that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here, and I'll probably do a bunch of side videos too, because it's some stuff that I want to break down just by itself. But I got to talk about Dion at this funeral, man, because he showed up. He was looking clean too. I like that jacket he had on. He was looking clean. But he shows up. And he's like, yo, did y'all get the people that did this to Jerome? Like, yeah, and he didn't cause a big ruckus. But I don't think it's over. I don't think it was like a truce thing. You know what I'm saying? Where they like, all right, we ain't beefing no more. Uncle Jerome passed. Everything good. I don't think it was that. I think it was, I'm going to be respectful because we at this funeral. But we ain't over. We ain't done. I think it was one of those things. And to tie back into people mugging them at the projects, remember, all of them dudes at the projects ain't with Leon. It's some dudes that best believe are more loyal to Dion that's still there in them projects that ain't moved at all. Because just because Dion got beat up don't mean everybody that really messed with him in the projects just switched up on him like that. Nah, I don't think that happened. So, going forward, I think them projects is going to be a big problem for Leon. Like a big problem. I don't think Dion done, and I think Wanda is playing it the smartest out of all of them, man. But y'all let me know what y'all thought of this episode, because there wasn't a lot of action. A lot of moving the story along, a lot of conversations happening. Teddy and his baby mama. Parissa and Teddy, Ruben and Gustavo, Aunt Louie and Franklin, Aunt Louie and Sissy. They had a bunch of conversations, but it wasn't a lot of action, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think. It's Mac the Guru. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Check out the other content on the channel. We got reactions too on the channel. I did a reaction a lot of different videos, so check those out, man. And as always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.